Hello, I'm Gigi Burke, and I'm an emotional wellness expert, embodiment guide, and career coach, helping Black women resolve the disconnects between what's happening in their body and the beliefs that they have so that they can make sensible, satisfying, and sustainable midlife career and life changes. And all this month, I am celebrating emotional wellness because, well, it's National Emotional Wellness Month. And so each weekday, I am jumping in here and providing videos that gives you tips and techniques and inspiration to help you optimize your emotional well-being because that is at the heart of you being able to have a happy and healthy career and also a happy and healthy life. So, last week I kicked things off by talking all about self-doubt and how that gets in the way of doing the work that really lights us up. This week, I am taking it in the other direction and talking all about the things that you can do to care for yourself, or better known as self-care. So I'm going to jump right in here in talking about self-care because this is something that comes up over and over again with us ladies. And it has become even more prevalent in the last 18 months. And that is this topic of burnout. And before we go any further, I'm going to ask you a question. And I'm going to invite you to really listen in for the answer as I'm speaking on this today. But are you really burned out? I'm going to ask that again. Are you really burned out? Because often, we say burnout and we're hearing it a lot. I'm hearing it in discussions that I'm having with people. I'm seeing it on social media. I'm seeing it in articles and magazines. But is that what's really happening to you? And it's very important that you identify if indeed you are burned out or perhaps you're stressed out or wiped out. So I'm going to jump in and I'm going to explain the differences between the two. So stressed out is just what it sounds like, but when you are stressed out, essentially you have more on your plate than what you have the resources to meet effectively. And so, yeah, when that happens, it's like you've got too much going on and you don't have the resources to combat it. That's what being stressed out is, which is different from stress because, yes, you do need a little bit of stress. You need a certain amount of stress in order to do things. But when you've got too many things and you don't have enough resources to effectively address and deal with all those things, that's being stressed out. Then there's being wiped out. And wiped out is just being exhausted. You have no energy, kaput, you are depleted. That is being wiped out. And then we get to burnout. And burnout is really being too strong for too long. It's actually consistency gone bad. So you're consistently go, 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 go without giving yourself rest and recovery. Or another way to think about the burnout, it's like you're on a freeway going 100 miles an hour non-stop. That is burnout. And if you're actually doing that for real, eventually what's going to happen? Your car is going to burn out because you're going to run out of gas or something else is going to happen. So those are the differences. You have stressed out, wiped out, or burned out. So now, how do you tell which one you have? Because by being able to really honestly identify which one it is, that makes a difference in your approach to how you deal with it. So if you're stressed out, wiped out, burned out, the first thing I want you to do is pay attention to the language that you're using. So, how, for example, is it I feel, or oh gosh, if only, or ugh, this is just too much? Pay attention to the words that you're using. That's a real good indicator of what's really going on. Also, check in with your body. What does your gut tell you? Yes, you're hearing in getting a bunch of information from external sources, but what is going on in your gut? What does your gut say to you about what this is? Really tune in. That's one of the best ways to tell what's really going on. And then another thing that I want you to do is experiment. Try a couple different things and see what's really happening. A lot of times when we're trying to figure out what's wrong with us and then find solutions to combat that, it does take some experimentation. And that can be very frustrating in a time when, boom, you wanted that solution yesterday. But to make it sustainable and something that is sensible and satisfying for you, you are going to have to experiment a little bit. So here's what I'd like you to do. Try, if you think it might be stressed out, then here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Try taking something off your plate, or 2 things, or 3 things. See what happens. See if you notice a difference in how you feel inside. See if you notice a difference in how you're showing up in your work. See if you notice a difference in how you're approaching making changes in your career. Then you know, okay, I was just stressed out. I needed to take some stuff off the plate. If it's wiped out, try to, this is going to sound real simple, but simple sometimes is the way to go with this. But give yourself some rest. Take time to get some rest, whether, get your proper sleep, take a vacation, give yourself an opportunity to take some rest. And if after you do that, you notice a difference, hey, check in again. How am I feeling? How am I showing up in my work? How am I approaching the changes that I want to make in my career? Then you know, okay, I was just wiped out here and I needed to recharge the battery. Now, if it is actual burnout that you're dealing with, here are 2 telltale signs that this might actually really be burnout. The first is consistency. Are you consistently just in go, 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 go mode 24/7? If you are, most likely you're burnt out. If the intensity at which you're in go, 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 if you're at that same intensity, and same thing, you're most likely burned out. Here's the deal. Is there anything wrong with being consistent and being intense? No, but when you're doing it nonstop and you are not giving yourself adequate opportunities to rest and to rejuvenate and to recover, that is burnout. So keep those things in mind the next time you hear discussions about being burned out, or maybe you think burnout is what's going on. Now, here is another possibility. It is also possible that you could be experiencing a combination of these things. They're not always, wipe out, being stressed out, burned out. It's not always mutually exclusive. It could be that it's in combination, but again, this is where you're going to have to do some experimentation to help you with that. So in the comments below, I'd love for you to let me know which one do you think is going on with you, and maybe what is it that you think you'll try to combat it. I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions on that, so pop them in below. And I hope that this was helpful for you. Please, please, please like the video. Let me know what you think about it. Share the video with anybody else that you feel will benefit from this. And if you're still having a tough time trying to figure all this out after you've done the things that I just suggested, then I invite you to schedule a clarity consult with me. I'll have the information in the comments below. But this is an opportunity for you to figure out what's really going on and make some decisions about what's going to be the next best thing for you to do. And you're not under any obligation to work with me or do anything else with me. I just want to give you an opportunity to really sort this out for yourself so that you can move forward with doing the work that really lights you up. So again, click on the Clarity Consult, click on the link below to schedule your Clarity Consult, and let's talk and let's see where you are and what would be best for you right now. But I hope that this video helped you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back tomorrow with another aspect of self-care that will really help you optimize your emotional well-being. Until then, bye-bye for now.